internal market of Europe is the largest area by wealth of the world. So the digital single market has the same promise, to be the largest digital single market of the world. Our DSM technology package, we look at, first of all, the digitization of industry. So Europe leads in many respects in terms of manufacturing in the world, in terms of high technology, and needs to keep up. Many national initiatives which are very relevant, take Industry 4.0 in Germany, Industry du Futur in France, Catapult in UK. It's very important that all these initiatives work together. A very important element of the DSM technology package will be the European Cloud Initiative. The European Cloud Initiative is really the creation of the ecosystem that is needed for extracting knowledge from data. Europe needs to build these data factories of the future, which are of course supercomputer connected with a very high capacity of analyzing data, and need to move those data fast within research centers, SMEs in Europe. And we will try really to come up with a light but effective legislative instrument that will tackle unjustified geo-blocking, and hopefully delivering with portability of content, with the abolition of roaming, by 2017, this triple win we want for European customers and citizens. We, before the summer, delivered the reform of the Audiovisual Media Service Directive. So it's the reform of our rules about content. We have an important work to do when it comes to the reform of copyright rules.
The challenges on data are amongst the biggest that we are facing here. The sheer transformative effects of data and big data and processing that data is what is different about regulating this space compared to regulating in the past. And of course we had the Innovation in the Startups panel. Fragmentation is still a problem, shows why we've got the various measures in the DSM to try and get rid of that fragmentation. But some barriers, of course, are not regulatory. All of you in this room know this. Even if we sort the regulation out, there'll still be other barriers that you have to confront. But I think the very encouraging message from that panel is that there is innovation in our European companies. The innovation is very strong, and they want to overcome those barriers, and they will if we support them in the right way. Last but not least, the platforms. So it starts with what is a platform, how do we define it? Of course, Annabelle reminds us that not all platforms are dominant. It's about abusing a dominant position. To regulate or not to regulate. The platforms outrun the regulators, we have the network effects. How will we ever be able to regulate this in a way that makes sense? Speed was crucial, and of course, said we have to be results orientated. Started with two things. One was a vision, and then the other was reality. The vision that he started with was the connected cars in Barcelona. And he also talked about the fact that ICT is transforming all sectors of industry. And he gave us this nice image of himself sitting at the airport, still reading the newspaper, where everyone around him was reading their iPad. So I think he was giving us, a vision of what's happening looking to the future, but then he put everybody's feet back on the ground with reality in terms of the DACY figures. Again, of course we need to see where we can catch up, but we need to be very proud about what we've achieved and how we can build on that and where we are actually leading and at the front of the pack.